So, banking off, I need to have good vibes because I just got riled up again for FicHarry. I told myself I wouldn't. It didn't work. But then I was like singing a song. What song, you ask? And well, the song was AM. It's a good song. I would sing it for you, but I don't want to spoil those who are trying to wait until the actual album comes out, even though I'm all about shitty leaks. High quality leaks are not fun. They're not as fun, but like shitty leaks are fucking bitchin'. Bitching. Because like, okay, here's why. I have an emotional attachment to leaks. Shitty leaks. Because it's happened ever since, because I've always been obsessed with bands since I was just a little wee one. And always, there's been leaks. Always. And it's usually either like, well, not always a leak per se, but if it would be something like, well, they played it live in Japan, the song on their new album, you know, exclusively, and you're like, is this horrible quality? All I hear is distortion, but it's amazing, you know, and it's like, all of that amps you up, because then you're like, I'm ready, because you get emotionally invested in the album then. Otherwise, it's like, well, I don't know. An album, it's so hard when your faves make an album, because you're like, what if it's bad? And it's like scary almost, because you're kind of just like anxiously waiting to see if you still love them or not, sort of, and it's just emotional. But then like when you get a little nibble, just like a little bit of birdseed, and you're like, oh, it's great. That's why I live for leaks, and I need them, because then I care. Like right now, Made in the AM, I'm like, okay, if I go here, I can purchase it by 12:01 a.m. Alright, and then I'll have my hard copy. And then I'll come home and it'll be downloaded both on my phone and on my computer. And then I'll have the 3 copies. And then it's like, now I'm just like, I'm on it. I'm invested now. I'm on it. I've got the t-shirts ready to be made. You know, like I'm fucking crazy. And so leaks are just amazing, especially when they're shitty, like the ones we got about from the showing, when you're just like, oh my god. Oh, what was that lyric? You were all screaming at the same time. Oh my god, that hurt. You know, because like when I ride in the car with that music playing and I'm going to Starbucks and I'll be like, get into it. Especially AM, when you're like, the part where they say asses and you're like, vibe and you're singing along passionately and you're going, all of a sudden everyone's like, ah! In your car and you're like, oh, try to turn down the volume. You're like, at the stoplight, looking at the guy next to you like, that wasn't me. Where did that screaming come from? You know, and it's just like the things we do because those songs are amazing. Oh my god. I don't think I'm ready to talk about If I Could Fly on account of the fact that I don't want to die on camera. But it's really good. That's all I'll say. It's really, really good. Ah, it's so nice. So nice. Like, it's the kind of nice where you're just like, oh, is my skin peeling off or am I just happy? Will we ever know? Same thing, though, in the Larry world, right? You're all like, this is great! Oh, God, that fucked me up. And I also love I Want to Write You a Song? Louis' voice? Oh my god. Oh my god, his voice. Oh my god. It's like rose petals against sandstone. That's what he sounds like. He sounds like rose petals against sandstone. And then, okay, this is the part. I'm clutching your face between my hands because you have to listen to me. He sings the 2 choruses alone and his voice is like rose petals against sandstone. Alright, we got that. But then, you fuckers, you know what happens after that? Harry, our own little baby Harry Styles, takes the last chorus and he sings. So it's 2 Louis and a Harry. Oh, what a sentence. What a time to be alive. I'm getting emotional. I'm getting so emotional. Maybe I should just put sweatpants on and lie face down. Face down. Turning into fucking Nile. That's a lot of text messages that I don't want to look at. Alright, anyways. No, but, what was I talking about? What was the point of this? Made in the AM. Wow. I don't know what I was saying. And I don't know why I made this video. I got too overcome by my emotions. I got lost in myself. But I can't fucking wait though. Really, if you haven't heard the new songs, then hey, good job on your willpower. You're gonna go far in the zombie apocalypse, but like, you're missing out. Like, it's so good and so exciting. And the lyrics, I don't know, like the lyrics are fucking profound. I'm so astounded by One Direction lyrics because they're so simple, and I've said this before, but yet they pack such a punch. Just like, okay, not to spoil, but I'm spoiling. And I want to write you a song, okay? Everything I need, I get from you. That's the chorus. And it's just like, it's such a simple sentence. And it's almost like, well, obviously, but it's just also like, wow, that just sums it all up. Everything I need, I get from you. Everything I require, you give to me. That's essentially... Oh no, we can't talk about this. It's getting a little emotional in here. No, I'm feeling something. But it is just so beautiful, and I think their love really does come through in their music, and I think that could potentially be just because, you know, when you have only so many forms of expression through your relationship that is very much taboo, both in fandom and both in, you know, the industry. I think one of the great ways to express yourself is probably through the cliche and ridiculous acts of like symbolism and bullshit like that, because like every person needs some kind of expression, some self-expression to vent or to just kind of wear your heart on your sleeve in a way, even if it's inadvertent. And so like when they do like lyrics and tattoos, I mean, that's an excellent way of just splitting your soul open and laying it out on a table without actually calling to specifics that can be pointed directly at you. You know, so I think it's an excellent way. And like a lot of people get like real like, this one's real, they broke up, you know, when they get panic. And like, I mean, yeah, you could probably make a, I don't know, a literary argument or something about like, wow, this means they broke up. But like, you know, then it's in conjunction and sandwiched in between 7 other different songs that are all about forever love and commitment and it never changing, and you're just kind of like, I think it's okay. But like, the interesting thing about it though is that you could take like, who's to say they haven't had like a 2-day breakup? We've all had 2-day breakups, you know, when you're with someone you love and you're like, this is it, and I don't want anything to do with you. And then like 24 hours later, you're on the phone, and you're like, I don't know what I was thinking, but I know I can't live without you, and you're the one for me. You know, like we've all had such extreme reactions to things where we're like, we're done with it. You're fucking done. And then, you know, after you calm down from the adrenaline rush, you're like, I'm not done, I'm just starting and I love it, and I'm just being foolish, and it ends up being more than okay. And you can recall from those dark times and you can write from it. Like, that's, you know, kind of like writing in general, whether it be lyrics or literature. You take something small, like a small detail in your life that actually packed an enormous punch, and you can just blow proportion and take it down a different route, and you can create a whole world from that feeling that you identified, even if it turns out to be completely opposite or completely different of what you're actually experiencing. And it's just great. It's just, I'm so emotional about their lyrics, so emotional about them and their love. It's so Larry, it's sick. Like, I was all like, honestly, didn't have any emotional investment in Made in the AM because I was like, it's probably just going to be overproduced pop bullshit just to, yeah, fulfill their contract and get the fuck on the break. But like now, it's like someone had said on Tumblr, like, they don't need to make stadium songs anymore. So they probably just were like, you know what, let's do what we want. Let's chill this down. Let's do all those songs that we kind of always wanted to make. And we couldn't before because they weren't going to pump up the fans. You know what I mean? Like, or you also kind of wonder, too, if, like, all the other songs maybe had, like, an acoustic vibe, or maybe they were slower or calmer, and they had to, like, add all these fucking noises and had, like, group jams and, like, pump it up just so it would be something the fans could rock out to when you're in a stadium. Like, for instance, Perfect Stripped, like, that kind of made me think, like, the Perfect as the single is, like, the jam where you're like, if you like, you know, and everyone's just bouncing. Then Perfect Stripped is, like, such a better version of it. It's so beautiful, but it's like you wouldn't fill an arena to screaming point and dancing with that, and you kind of wonder, like, maybe they had these slow versions of their other songs, these delicate acoustic piano slash acoustic versions, etc. Maybe one just had like a little triangle beating in the background, you know, like maybe something simple and awesome, and they just never actually made the cut or were produced that way because it just wouldn't fit the bill. So it's just awesome to see them stretch their wings in a new direction, and I think I'm very proud of our children for growing up to be such incredibly talented, noble, beautiful, and soulful young men. Oh, I'm depressed.